What is up, YouTube? So you don't know who it is. It's your boy Crown Prince, and if you've never met me before, my name is Damani. I am a filmmaker here on YouTube. I've been aspiring to become a YouTuber for some time now. Finally just decided to not think about it too hard and just make these videos and post. It's been fun. I'm not gonna lie, but it's also been a growing experience. My light just turned off. Hold on, we're back because I'm like, why did it get dim all of a sudden? So yeah, yeah, I decided that I'm gonna stop overthinking it and kind of just post. I have a lot of love for the game, and I'm glad that I'm here with the opportunity that I'm blessed enough to do this. No, I didn't come on here to babble. The whole reason I came on here is really just to give God thanks. I feel like I'm able to kind of voice myself a lot better when I'm behind the camera, which is great. I think it's actually a good thing because it's better that than not being able to voice behind the camera. That's besides the point. God's changing my life, which is it's just crazy to say. Like right now, I have nothing. I'm still broke. Working my 9 to 5 just the same, which I like my job. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's pretty cool. I get to help people. Besides the point though, I see life moving in a direction where it's gonna be looking different, and that's cool. Like I'm here for it, and I realized that a lot of the experiences that I would have gone through ever since I came to the United States, it's just been trial and error, growth after growth after growth. And the other day I was just outside in the early morning before the sun came up, just out there talking to God, and I'm like, God, like what are the plans that you have for me? Like what are the plans that you have for me? Like I literally have no idea. I try to, probably think, okay, yeah, maybe God wants me to do this, do this, do this. Look, ever since I was 16 years old, I've just been trying everything. I've tried a clothing brand. I did freelancing for a tax firm at like 17, still in high school. Used to travel on the weekends to go to Miami to help them, set up these shots, to take pictures, to help them run their Instagram. But I was doing like a lot. After that, I got into photography towards the ending of high school. And I mean, that was fun. Like, all of these skills that I would have developed, would have helped me at some point along the journey to where I'm at right now. Not just that, I ended up getting into sales. I did door to door for like 6 months. That was a great experience also. I really wouldn't take that back for anything. But it just goes to show you, like, I've been doing all sorts of different things, and it is just amazing at where I am at right now. As you can see, I'm very excited, but it's just because I am just very thankful. I believe that, everything there is a season, and there's a season for greatness, and I feel like I'm in that season where God is like, it's time for abundance. It's time for growth. Like he's 2025 was my growth year, I believe. I was put through a lot even recently, and still I'm probably gonna be put through even more, but it's just the growing pains. One thing that's been coming up lately is just the topic of breakthrough. Like I prayed recently and I asked for a breakthrough, and ever since I prayed that prayer, all I've been seeing is just breakthrough, breakthrough, breakthrough content everywhere. I watch YouTube now, I'm seeing breakthrough videos. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? God, you trying to tell me something? You trying to tell me something? But it's just a blessing. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like my bliss, and I'm very happy. Now, what makes me happy is not necessarily the idea of the outcome, but the fact that my work that I've been putting in for how long is finally coming to fruition. Because a lot of the times I know that, I mean, me as a person, us as just regular human beings, we put in work, we want to be rewarded for our efforts, right? So when you're working so hard, working towards a goal, and you're not being rewarded for it, sometimes you feel underappreciated. And not just that, it makes you feel bad, like, should I stop doing it? Am I doing something wrong? And I start to think all the thoughts. And I really had to pray to get myself out of that. First of all, I've said prayer probably like a couple times. I'm not the biggest prayer, I'm not gonna lie. But I've gotten the chance to get closer with God. And I honestly, like, that's the best way I could put it. I've gotten a chance where I'm actually able to prioritize my relationship with God, whatever that looks like, you know. And He's really been showing me the way of how He wants me, the direction that He wants me to go in, and always just had my back in times. And I see this in different scenarios of my life. So, I'm very thankful for the point, the place that I'm put in right now. And even though I haven't had the breakthrough yet, just the anticipation and the faith and the belief that this breakthrough is coming if I just continue to put in the work, that alone is enough to kind of just fill me up with satisfaction. And not just satisfaction, but just make me feel happy. So I don't know who needs to hear this. I have no idea what you're going through, but the story of Joseph has been coming up a lot lately. Just the mere fact that, look, Joseph was literally sold as a slave by his brothers. I can't even imagine my brother selling me as a slave. And I can't even imagine selling my brother as a slave or any of my brothers as slaves. So the mere fact that he was able to do that, but, Joseph's story is the definition of breakthrough. It's the definition of breakthrough because Joseph was sold as a slave and he was put into a foreign land where he knew no one, and he ended up becoming the king's right hand. Can you just imagine? Like, look at that, right? So, it kind of resembles my story, I feel like, because I was born and raised in Jamaica. I know right now you're hearing me twanging, but if you're a Jamaican, man, I'm gonna dash for yard. Don't even worry about it. But I was thrown into a foreign land at the age of 16. I was just supposed to figure it out. I was just supposed to come here and figure it out. And trust me, I've been put through some tests and some trials, but guess what? I still had to hold my head up, and I continue to do that just the same. And if you know me, I'm gonna put in the work, because that's my biggest thing. So, Joseph, thrown away by his brothers as a slave, not just that, able to go into a foreign land, and even with the hard times, the persecution, God had a plan for him just the same. He had to go through that struggle, but God had a plan for his struggle. God had a purpose for his pain. So just the mere fact that that story exists, I'm just faithful and just very confident that God's going to see me through. And if it doesn't turn out the way that I'm anticipating it to, and that's totally fine, because I was able to be a part of a journey that in some way, shape, or form, I know that I grew as a person. And I think that's the biggest thing, just to keep that growth going. Because guess what? One way or another, he's gonna get me right. God's gonna get me right. I ain't got no doubt. Anyways, this is not meant to be a super long video. I thank you guys if you made it to the end of this video. It's supposed to be super short, super simple. I'm trying this thing where I don't script my videos. I just talk straight up, because I'm guessing that's what people saying YouTube like these days. Look, it's gone to the point where I feel like I've matured enough to not sweat the content. Like, I love what I do. I love this as a setup that I have. I just turn the lights on, I plug up the light in the back, hook up my mic. I got like decent camera gear and mic sounds now, so I don't have to sweat that detail. I just come and I really just talk, because guess what? This is what I love to do. I go to bed and I feel accomplished when I make a video. So, again, it's just giving thanks for the small things. Anyway, I'm about to stop babbling. Thank you so much for watching this video. Big up yourself. You don't know who it is, and if you don't, it's your boy Crown Prince. If you enjoyed this to talk, feel free to drop a like, subscribe, comment in the section, the comment section, yeah, and let me know that you listen to this. And look, your breakthrough's coming too. There's a reason why God put me on here to say that to you. So you better keep your chin up and your head up. And if you ain't praying, start praying, because that's how God's gonna really let you know what's going on. So peace. I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Thanks again for watching. Subscribe.